Monaco. This is round 6 of TNR for Tuesday Racing League RRC TNR. So welcome back everybody. Hope you're having a nice day. Well, we are in self-isolation because we're on lockdown, so not much you can do, but it's going to be quite hard. So just try and enjoy yourself at home. People in UK and I know other countries are on lockdown as well. It's quite hard at the minute with things going around, but anyways, we're here at the Monaco GP. I've commentated quite a lot of times at Monaco recently, and we're back again. So I expect many incidents to happen here. Not gonna lie, every single time I come to the Monaco GP, no matter what league it is or what drivers there are, it happens, instance, and I think we've got a full lobby coming in, so we're just waiting for Seb to ready up, and then we are off for qualifying. I don't know what's happened to Seb, if he's there or not. I think the lobby is reloaded, and now we're coming back into the lobby, so off we go then. I think I can't remember quite exactly if it's long qualified or short qualified. I'll have a look as we get to the session. I didn't actually have a look, which I should have done. So I don't know if it's full qualified or not, so someone just let me know in the chat please. Monaco GP, personally, I do not like it myself. Honestly, I don't think I've ever finished a league race here, at all. It's just quite hard. Good evening, Jonathan, how are you? Tell me if it's full qualified or not, because I cannot remember. And we're just waiting the session again, so something's happened. Please don't tell me there's lagging issues already. On the right hand side, we can see two people readying up, so hopefully there's no lagging issues and we can get into the session. Don't get me wrong, evening Jamie, and it's reverse championship standards. Oh yes, I remember now. So there's no qualifying here at all. There we are then, onto the grid. Reversed championship order. Raid is currently on pole position, and Evil Hunter, as you would expect, being in last place because he's put in some stunning performances before. Currently in the championship, but it's going to be quite hard for him, because we are at the Monaco GP and he's on the hard tyres, so I expect that from him because it could take him much longer in this race. And Joe Toff is on the softs. Not really a good strategy to go considering you're near the back of the field, so he needs to rethink about his strategy is going on those soft tyres. Anyways, Raiders first. I like the reverse championship because it gives more action. I like this league because it's set out quite differently. Every single week we have things differently. That's Tufan just hit the wall on his formation lap, sorry, and hopefully he hasn't collided with the Toro Rosso because that's going to be a disqualification. So not good for him. I know he doesn't like this track, but he's just got to be careful, not go too fast through the corners. Oh, those two are going to be disqualified for hitting each other, and they are. So Paul Man and second place are currently disqualified. Third, fourth, 5th, 6th. Wow, they're disqualified from the session already. Not a good sign, is it? The top 6 are disqualified from the session, so they're going to have cold tyres, especially Raider. Raider could possibly get jumped off the start because his tyre is going to be so cold. Considering he's on the mediums, it's going to take a long time to heat up. So that's bad news for them, and his teammate as well. TK9 is also on the mediums, Bagos is on the mediums, and LPE is on the mediums as well. Some what's it called? Confusing things going on in this formation lap. You have sent me the championship, thank you. So Mercedes currently in first place with 110 points. I'll read it out afterwards when we settle in to this Grand Prix. As we get everybody lined up, there is Evil Hunter, the last man lined up. Hopefully have those hard tyres nice and heated up. Good job he wasn't disqualified because he had really cold. Hello Gavin, how are you? Oh, that's not a really good camera angle, is it? What's going on here? That's a shocking camera angle. There we go. And we are going to be underway for this Monaco GP. Who gets a better start off the line? I expect Tufan because he's on those fresher soft tyres. They're warmed up. Coming into turn one, they're both side by side. They both made contact with each other. The Red Bull's up into second place, his teammate. So Tufan's dropped another place as the racing point behind him is in fourth with McLaren and the Renault as well. Happy String B is seventh ahead of the Maverick. And there's already a virtual safety car because someone has made a mistake and it's through the Casino Square. So what's happened through here? A bit of carbon fibre coming off the cars. Oh look, is that a bit of front wing off the track? Or nah, I thought I saw something going off the track. So already a virtual safety car as Rayner and TK9 are in first and second for Red Bull. Tufan dropped a place from his team. Well, both Red Bulls on the medium tyres. Tufan dropped a place from TK9 after they both made contact, but fortunately not in the wall. That's one thing we didn't want to see. Head-to-head hood. Virtual safety car is deployed then, so we'll wait till it's gone and we can go back to racing. Did KRC make contact? He's dropping a bit further behind, so I don't know who caused the virtual safety car, but at least we've got all 20 cars in this race still. That's the thing. Evil Hunter, the championship leader. Let me go have a look if he's the championship leader. Yes, he is. So he's down into 90th place. So for those who's just joined, this is a reverse championship. So Evil Hunter is in first in the championship. And he's down in 19th because he had to start qualified there. So someone's in the pits. There's 4 drivers already in the pits in lap 1 as we resume racing then. So the Red Bull of Rayner leads this race ahead of TK9. Tufan's in third ahead of the racing point. 5th place, there's a battle going on further behind. Oh, they both made contact. That's really a shame to see as Fishers navigates his way through. You've got to be so careful at Monaco. This is a difficult track as Renault and the Alpha gets out of the way because of their loss of their front wings. Look at that, both front wings completely gone. And that reminds me of another mistake I saw in another league as Leclerc comes out. So Seb and Leclerc down in 19th and 20th, so not game over yet because the safety cars are a factor in this race. So as you expect, the Alpha and the Renault dropping further down because of their loss of the front wings and the loss of the downforce as well on the car. So there's Owen and there's Seb and Leclerc. So unlucky to them, and Jonathan has overtaken Ginger Age, but Ginger Age has lost his front wing, so I expected that to happen. And there's a few cars going off the track, which is the Maverick because he's got front wing damage as well. That's yellow sector 2s on what they're. Right then, so Evil Hunter's overtaking Ginger Age as Evil Hunter's up into 13th place, the championship leader. Oh, there's 2 drivers hit the wall, which is Tufan and Bagos, carrying too much speed through the first corner as well, but the lack of grip they have because of the medium tyres. And look at that, he's absolutely struggling. He just hit the wall again. So the downforce on that car not performing the way he would have wanted, especially at this track. Downforce is very crucial around this track. So Maverick and Ginger are in the pits, so is Seb. That's the second time he's pitted and he's changing for a wing. So Leclerc and Seb not having a good race whatsoever down in 17th and 20th. This is why I don't like the Monaco GP because, yeah, it causes a lot of chaos and action, but at the same time I'd rather see some overtaking instead of getting hauled up in a train. It's about survival, this Monaco GP. 39 laps of surviving, very difficult as well. So Tufan then, the Red Bulls have pulled out a gap, first and second place, but Tufan's under pressure from the racing point, Appy and String B and Fishers, who, where did Fishers start? He started quite low down, didn't he? So we'll have a look where he started. Oh, Tufan's in the pits, so that's him disappearing out of the equation. He's made up 4 places, Fisher, so he started 10th place. As Tufan drops down the order, more confident through turn 1 than String B. And look at that, Bagos being under pressure from Appy behind him. So this is allowing the 2 Red Bulls to pull away. And he's hit the wall again, so he's definitely got front wing damage. He's definitely struggling with that car. The way the racing point is set up is not suited. Oh, look at that. Does that String be trying to make a move? Nope. Tried to though. Props of trying, but it's going to be very difficult around this tight track. Oh, there's a McLaren who just hit the wall, and that's the Toro Rosso in the background. That's Owen. Virtual safety car has been deployed, so 2 drivers I saw hitting the wall as more drivers enter the pits. I think some people prefer a full safety car so they can all catch up to each other. This has not been a good race for some people. Where's Evil Hunter, the championship leader? He's up into, where is he? 11th place. So last to 11th is Evil Hunter. This track is about surviving. You've got to be so careful around here. So the virtual safety car has been deployed yet again. The Red Bulls are leading first and second in a comfortable position. And they're on the medium tyres as well, so they will extend their advantage in first and second. So the top three are the mediums, Appy's on the softs. As Granty Boy has decided to pit under the virtual safety car. There he is, rejoined. Where will he rejoin? Well, ahead of his teammate or behind? I think behind his teammate. Yes, he has. His teammate's gone through, as you can see in the minimap, as the safety car has disappeared. So who else is going to make a move on anyone? Nobody so far, but it looks like Bagos and Appy are very close to each other again. Bagos is going to be very careful. He's going deep into some corners here, which is not ideal, and he's going to always hit the wall at the hairpin. Was that his foot wing coming off, or part of it? Well, he's certainly struggling as Owen and Ginger Rage are in the pits. Not Ginger Rage, LPE. So Appy has dropped away from Bagos just a touch. And Bagos going through corners like that will give him penalties, so we're going to be careful about it. I know he's struggling, but I don't know. Oh, two fans just hit the wall and the hairpin. He mirrored what he did in the formation lap. Anyways, though, there's a good battle going for third place. Taking their time around the corner, but finally Bagos is in the pits, hopefully to change his full wing, because I know he's been hitting the wall quite a lot of times. As Appy has been released up into third, but look at that string B. Wanted to get past, can he go down the inside? He will try to, late braking for him, as yes he has, he's made the corner, but look at that. Appy's got to defend from Fishers as well, oh no! And there's the safety car, Tufan has retired. He's been struggling, and I know he doesn't like this Grand Prix, so it's going to be quite expected for him to retire from the session. And he's put himself out of his misery, and hopefully he will enjoy his afternoon. So we're lucky to Tufan. All I can say is just come back stronger for the next race. Monaco's over for you. Survived 6 laps of it, so just try and calm down. But this is good news for Evil Hunter, because he's on the hards as well, and he can catch up again. You won't have to lose so much time. But I know these two, or these three, are going to extend their advantage at the front, string B. So it's a Honda 1-2-3 at the moment. Honda leading the way, 1-2-3. Where's the other Honda, which is down in 70th place? And some people are pitted under the safety car. Appy in 4th, he's on the soft tyres, so will he choose to pit to get rid of those softs, or will he try and stay out there? But thing is though, you definitely know these three are going to stay out there, because there's no need to pit for those three. Nope, they're not coming in. It'd be a bad time if they pit right now. They've got quite a lot to lose if they pit, and yes, Appy's coming to the pits, so I expected the soft runner to come in the pits. So is Dan Murphy, expected him as well. So I expected the people on the soft to get rid of their tyres. And now it should be medium and hard runners, which it is. Dan Murphy and Appy switched over to the hard tyres. Where will Dan Murphy put? He's on the mediums, so it's a definite 2-stop. But I don't know if the hards could go to the end at this moment in point. It'd probably be a bit too much of an ask to go to the end, so we'll keep an eye on what they do. So now the safety cars came out, let me go read out the championship standings for you. So Evil Hunter, first place with 73 points. Jonathan Cox, where is he? He's down in 5th place. So 5th and 6th are fighting for the championship, and Evil Hunter is first. But if I can mentally figure it out, they'll be separated by 2 points. They are separated by 2 points. Jonathan Cox is 2 points behind Evil Hunter. So Evil Hunter on 73, Jonathan Cox on 71. Jonathan Cox will get 81 points. If they finish like this, Jonathan and Evil will be tied on points. They'll be both be scoring 81 points. If they stay like this, of course. Joe Tarf in the racing point is 3rd, 51 points. He's 20 points behind Jonathan Cox. And where is he at the moment, Joe Tarf? In 11th place. So we won't be scoring any points, but there's plenty of opportunities. Farth, I don't think Farth is here tonight. No, so he'll be dropping points if you don't be careful, because KRC, is KRC here? Yes, he is, down in 19th place, so he won't be troubling Farth at the moment, but Dan Murphy could. Where is Dan Murphy at the moment? He just pitted, didn't he? Dan Murphy is 8th place. And he is 30 points behind. 7th place is Owen, the Toro Rosso driver, and he's down in 15th place. YBR's not here. I don't think he is anyway, I've not seen his name. No, YBR's not here tonight. Leclerc and Seb in 9th and 10th. Leclerc is currently down in 10th place, so he scores a point. At the moment at least. Where's his teammate Seb? 15th, 14th place. So both Greece drivers in the top 10 in the championship. Seb will have to try and claw his way through. Fishers is down in 4th place. He's currently 2 points away from Seb, so if he finishes like this he can get ahead of Seb and Leclerc. James here tonight? I don't think James is here tonight. No, so we can't. He's down in 12th place. Stringby's here, I know that. Stringby's up into 3rd place, so he's going to score some good points if he can finish like this on the podium. Happy 14th place in the championship. As LPE, the Maverick, Bagos, War, Toonfan and Liam is currently last in the championship. Is Liam here tonight? No, he's not. Anyways, that's the championship sorted. Is it okay if I can stream some? Yeah, go for it. I don't know what you mean by that, but go for it. What do you mean stream some on your channel? You want to stream the race? Yeah, go for it, mate. No, I ain't gonna dish out a copyright claim. You can go for it if you want. Anyways, we're on lap out of 30 down, so 30 laps to go. There's KLC, who's not caught up yet. He's down at the swimming pool section. Coming through Raskas. Alright then, so we'll keep it out the top runners. They're the top 3 of the Honda 1, 2, 3. Yeah, stream, that's fine, mate, no worries. OP Juicy. Who's looking good at the moment in this race? Happy, currently on 2 lap old hards. Remember, he did pit, he went to the softs. So Happy's looking good. Dan Murphy's looking a bit quite good as well. Bagos, but the top, when will these drivers pit? Will it be lap 20 these guys will pit? Rayner, TK9 and Stringby. Fisher's in 4th place. This guy's quick as well, so keep an eye on him. In fact, they're all quick. I can see the camera angle of the Ferrari as well. Also, you're doing a face cam. Safety car, safety car. So, will the safety car come in at the end of this lap? I think it will. Yes, it will. So, Rayner will have to bunch him up. Not too much though, because I don't want these drivers hit the back of each other, then causing each other to come in the pits. So, the 2 Red Bulls currently out in front. They could do a lovely strategy here. They get everything to play for, these 2 Red Bulls. And who's got a penalty? LPE has got a penalty for the Maverick. Yeah, I could do tomorrow and I'll try and explain it. Oh no, what about Stringby in the background? He had a sloppy exit coming out the final corner. It's allowed Fisher to come alongside him into turn 1. He could outbrake him. Yes, he does. Into 3rd he goes. So Stringby, how the horrible exit getting out of shape, has allowed Fisher up into 3rd place. Unfortunately for him, the Honda 1, 2, 3 has gone. So what else is happening? Beres has overtaken Granty Boy. Granty Boy's got it back though. So was that a legal overtake? Oh wait. Did Seb's overtaken him as well? So what's happened to Beres? Did he overtake them both in the first corner off the track? Anyways, it seems like it. Or has he got a bit of a wind damage? She's letting him through. There's Owen go down the inside. Can he? Oh, they both made contact, I think. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory what happened there. They both barging each other out of the way as well. Not really a good thing to see. And yeah, we've got a car pile up here. 2008. And Kimi Räikkönen and Kevin Magnussen as well. So this is not really going good for either. Oh, look at Fishers. He's alongside Lachit. This is going to be quite difficult. It's quite tight around here. But Fishers, some reason, for I don't know, but has made his way through in second place. And virtual safety car has been deployed. I do believe the Red Bull might have a bit of front wing damage the way he was turning in, and he should probably pit. No, he stayed out. Has he got a bit of front wing damage? Yes, he has, on the right hand side of his end plate. So Fisher's getting past. Raiders pitted. It's quite early on the mediums. Oh, he's changing his front wing. That's probably why TK9 stayed out. So yeah, double stacking is not ideal in the F1 2019 game. It takes quite a long time, so it's probably a good idea TK9 didn't pit. So both Red Bulls have front wing damage for probably different reasons. And Fisher's, what, 2 laps in this race, it's now up into first. Well done, Fisher's. This is going to be so good for him. So he overtook Stringby, he overtook TK9, and Rayner came into the pits on that lap as well. So not going good for the Red Bull boys, because I presume TK9 will probably pit soon to change that front wing, because he can't go around Monaco like this. As the Maverick, oh, that's probably a penalty for the Maverick going outside the white line of the pit entry. Exit, shall I say. So this virtual safety car has disappeared, and TK9, will he pit? He's not carrying much speed as he wants to through these corners. He can't do with the lack of downforce he's having on this car. Look how much Fisher's already pulled away. So, and Stringby behind him too. I think it's best if he pits, because he's going to hit the wall. Yes, he is, and he should pit. The Ferrari of Jonathan Cox has got a bit of front wing damage too. I don't like Monaco. I don't like racing in Monaco, but the 2 racing points are going at it as well. Joe Tarf versus Bagos. Joe Tarf is ahead of Bagos. Oh, that's the Mercedes coming through. That's Granty Boy coming down the inside, and he's into 10th place. So both Williams are 7th and 8th, and Seb has overtaken Bagos as we just saw. I will explain it. RRC ORC is yeah. It is the multiplayer cars. They're separated into 5 teams. 5 drivers in 5 teams. No, not 5 drivers in 5 teams. 5 drivers in 4 teams, or 4 teams with 5 drivers. Which way around is it? Is it 4 teams with 5 drivers? 4 times 5 is 20, yeah? So if we have 4 teams, there's 5 drivers. 5, 10, 15, 20, but 5 teams, 4 drivers. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know which way around it is. I think it's 5 teams with 4 drivers. I look at TK9, he should probably pit, because he's... Oh, we've got yellow flag, and that's a virtual safety car. Ginger Rage is out of this race. So where did he crash? Will it pop up on the minimap? Oh, the exit of Nouvelle Chicane. Because there's a stationary car, as TK9 as Jonathan Cox has to wait in the pit lane to serve his penalty, I presume. As Bagos is in the pits as well. So we've had about 3 safety cars. 2 of them have been virtual. The virtual safety car was introduced in 2015 at the Monaco GP. That's the first time it was used. It wasn't introduced in Monaco, it's the first time it was used. But it was introduced in 2015, the virtual safety car. I think the virtual safety car came out because Verstappen hit the back of Grosjean in turn 1. But that virtual safety car ruined Hamilton's race. You could dare say it could ruin it, but it allowed Rosberg and Vettel to get through. Then Rosberg went on to win the race with Vettel in second and Hamilton in 3rd place. Anyways, the virtual safety car has disappeared. Is the virtual safety car a good idea or not? Because if it's going to be, why neutralise the whole race? Because there's a little bit of an accident. You know what? Double yellow flags are essential. We could use double yellow flags instead of a virtual safety car, because when you get to that area where the double yellow flags are, then you can slow down. The virtual safety car neutralising the whole race can ruin people's strategies. I'd rather have it's going to be a virtual... it's going to be a safety car or not, shall I say. So it's going to be a safety car or double yellow flags. That's what I would prefer anyway. Virtual safety car, I don't particularly like it. Like I said, they introduced it in 2015. And the 2 Williams right behind Appy, and Evil Hunter's there as well. Evil Hunter started in last place, and now he's up into 3rd. This is what getting out of trouble lead you to being in 3rd place, not being in any chaos whatsoever. Look at Leclerc down in 6th place. He was in last at one stage of the race. Now he's in 6th place behind his teammate Dan Murphy. Also Seb, he was down in last. Now he's in 9th place in the Ferrari. So let's hope Seb and Leclerc can keep it out of trouble, because Leclerc is fighting his teammate, who is fighting Appy ahead of him. Even Hunter looks to pull away a bit now from Appy and Dan Murphy. And meanwhile, Fisher's had a clear lead, 5.9 seconds over Stringby. Look at how much confidence he has taken it through these corners. Go back to 5th place because Dan Murphy has got the DRS, and on the back of Appy, probably going down the inside is ideal, but this can work as well, because look at that. Oh no, he's hit the wall twice, and that will allow Charles Leclerc through as well. It's going to be quite tight. He probably has to give up because he has got full wing damage, and I don't think fighting with full wing damage is good around here. And he's released the racing point of Joe Tarp as well. Granty Boy has been released, and Seb, so Appy doing a respectable job of getting out of people's way with full wing damage, especially around Monaco. If it was any other track he had full wing damage, then probably don't have to get out of the way, but because it's Monaco, people can have a much more likely chance of hitting you, because you're going to be struggling with your braking, and your cornering speed is going to be less than the other guys as well. Monaco's a good race to watch, but it's just at the same time horrible, as one of the Renaults has just cut the corner, which is Appy. I expected that because he can't carry, he's had like a downforce through that corner through the Nouvelle Chicane, couldn't possibly make it, and he's absolutely struggling. Don't blame him for that one, but anyways, we're back up to 4th place. Leclerc versus Dan Murphy, so let's see what Leclerc can do on Dan Murphy. But Dan Murphy also has the DRS, so what I was about to say that Dan Murphy set him up perfectly, because he made Appy go into an acute angle, which means he carried less speed through the corner, and that allowed Dan Murphy to get a much better exit. You can either go two ways here. The inside line is the preferred way, but at the same time, which one of you are going to back out first? Because I don't think other guy wants the outside line to get a good exit and a good launch out of the first corner. But there's another alternative as well. Oh, the racing point getting very close to the Williams. The other Williams is 5th place. There's another alternative as well, with you putting your driver offline and off the racing line. They come into a acute angle. You carry more speed through the corner and get a better exit into turn 1, and that's how it's done. And that's what Dan Murphy exactly did. Nothing wrong what Dan Murphy did. He just put his teammate, not his teammate, he put Appy off put, and there's someone who's caused a yellow flag. Is that TK9? I don't know, but he seems to be struggling with traction at the moment. We'll go back up to, oh, Appy's down in 17th place, and the Maverick let him through as well. Respect for the Maverick not holding him up. There's still a DRS train going on with Leclerc, Dan Murphy and Evil Hunter. Evil Hunter as well. When you're in the car in front, this is dreams for you, because you can hold them up as much as you want, as we saw the 2 Mercedes did in 2013, holding up 2 Red Bulls. When the safety car came out, they tried to double stack, but the delta wasn't quite enough for Hamilton. Then he rejoined down in 4th. Oh, Owen's gone. Owen has disappeared out of this race. I don't know where he's crashed, as the Maverick gets a penalty for speeding in the pits as well. I think he retired in the pits, that's why I can't see where he's retired. But oh, the Maverick's retired as well, so both of them had enough of this race, and Dan Murphy picks up a time penalty as well. Yeah, but like I said, respect for retiring in the pits, not crashing the corners of the safety car. So this track is very hard and it's very frustrating if you hit a wall. You've got to be fully committed on these corners and have full confidence as well on this track. And there's yellows to sector 1. Is that a McLaren? That's LPE. That's where the yellow flags are. Is that the Maverick coming out of the pits? So his AI car has came out of the pits for some reason. Lap 18, this race has flown by, even though we've had safety cars. And there's yellow flags still in sector 1. That's the Maverick's AI. That's quite distracting for these drivers, you know. As Drotarf tried to take evasive action, but it was a ghosted car anyway. Granty Boy's coming out of the pits. Where will he rejoin? TK9. Oh, the Mercedes versus Red Bull and the Racing Point as well, where will Granty Boy rejoin ahead of the Red Bull. Can he get ahead? Yes, he can. Just get ahead of TK9. That's good news for him. So we'll get hold up, and he's on a brand new set of softs as well. Back to the front then. Is anything happening? No, there's still a little bit of a train going on between 3rd, 4th and 5th, and the Racing Point of Joe Tark can catch up as well. In the background there's Seb and KRC. KRC is in this race, by the way. I think I said before he wasn't in this race, but probably didn't look at it properly, so apology if I said you weren't in this race, but he's up into 8th place, so hello KRC. Predictions for this race, so there's different strategies going on, plus the safety cars, so I don't have a clue who could win this race. But judging by Fisher's pace, look at that, pulled a 12-second gap over Stringby. So my predictions is Fishers could definitely win this race if he doesn't make a mistake at least, because him and Stringby are on the same set of tyres and the same age as well, so they're possibly going for that same strategy. And I think they'll possibly pit again, and who's that? Who's that? That's a Mercedes who's just hit the wall. That's Granty Boy. What's happened to him? Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, he's lost his wheel. That doesn't look like... He didn't hit the wall hard enough to cause the wheel to come off, but that's the game for you. Will that cause a safety car? Well, if it was real life, the pit lane will probably be closed because he's blocking off the pit lane. And there's no safety car as we continue the hunt for Evil Hunter. And look at Leclerc getting all over the back. He needs to be careful with his teammate. Do you know what? If he thinks Leclerc's faster, he should probably have a shot with because he should probably have a shot at Evil Hunter, because the more he gets hold up, the less opportunities and ideas they have. Just basically scoring an own goal for their team. If Dan Murphy can possibly overtake him as quick as possible, because these medium, they're both ghosted, and he will take this opportunity to overtake him while being ghosted. Not the ideal overtake, but it works anyway. And Dan Murphy's ahead. He will be frustrated with that one, because if he wasn't ghosted, then that wouldn't happen. But well, that's one way of overtaking each other. If you can't find a way past, go through them. Now it's Leclerc's turn to see what he can do. Now Dan Murphy in the podium position, he's got to pull away as much as he can while these medium tyres are still intact. There goes Leclerc. Hope Evil Hunter knows he's there. Evil Hunter will go off the track, and he will pick up a penalty as well. Yeah, that needs to be very careful and more aware, does Evil Hunter, because he should have known Leclerc was there, trying to go round the outside, but at the same time I don't think he would have expected Leclerc to go round the outside. Evil Hunter almost lost it on the exit of the swimming pool section, coming into turn 17 in Raskas. Now coming through Anthony Nose. Leclerc needs a decent exit, but at the same time Hunter gets DRS, so it's going to be less opportunity unless he has more overspeed. Can he do it in turn 1? Late braking. Oh, always hit the wall. Evil Hunter has hit the wall, and this time he won't get away with any incidents as Evil Hunter dropping further back. Joe Tarver's overtaking him. Well, that's possibly the first time I've seen Evil Hunter in an incident with someone as Ginger Rage left the session. The man who doesn't get any screen time and yet finishes on the podium or in first place, but this time gets loads of screen time and this time doesn't get away with any incidents. And the championship leader as well. Where's Jonathan Cox? He's down in 9th place and he pitted on the soft tyres 8 laps ago. Well, let's see if the two Williams are battling then. Where are they in the constructors? I'll read out the constructors as well while I'm at it. Evil Hunter picked up a penalty. He's dropping further and further back. Seb will get him as well. Well, the man that usually keeps out of incidents always hit the wall again. Oh, and again. Oh, he's lost all of his front wing. That could possibly... Oh no! KRC has got ahead of Seb. Now that reminds me of 2012 when Kobayashi and Raikkonen and Di Resta got involved in that as well. And KRC sneaked his way through on Seb. So Seb gained a place, then lost a place, and he's back in 7th place. And he's got his Ferrari teammate. Got to be careful, these two. Is it wise to let Jonathan Cox through, because he is fighting for a championship and his rival is down in 10th place in the pits as well? So is it wise to let him through being on the better tyres? and the two other teammates started third and fourth. So let me read out the constructors. Williams are second. Do you know what? Where is... Oh, Bagos is retired from the session. Will that cause a safety car? I think he did it in the pits. What about Seb and Jonathan Cox? Jonathan Cox is getting further held up by Seb. At the same time, oh, Seb has been released by Dan Murphy. Just checking if he's got any front wind damage. No, he hasn't. So Leclerc has been released and he's on the hunt for. Look at that Stringby. Do you know what? They caught up quite significantly to Stringby as well. So I didn't even notice that. And look at that, he's already in the DRS range. So is Dan Murphy, who will get the DRS off of his teammate. Did he just hit the wall, Stringby? He was very close to it, if not hit it. Now he's under pressure from Leclerc behind him. Leclerc not having much luck in this league, but it's much better this time round. I wouldn't have said that in Monaco at least. He's got to be careful of this overtaking as well because it's really difficult and tight. He's hit the back of Stringby. Hopefully he hasn't got full wind damage from that. It could have ended horribly with Evil Hunter and Leclerc. Evil Hunter's still picking up 1 point, so at this moment in time, I think Jonathan Cox will lead the championship, and he will. I can't mentally figure out how many points. I'll try and do that at the end of the race for you. This could have been a good opportunity for both Red Bull. Is it raining? Wait, is that a bit of rain? Is that a bit of rain coming in? Don't tell me I'm seeing things. Is that rain? Surely that's rain coming in. I know I usually see things, but if this is rain coming in, Leclerc's got to overtake him while he has the chance with DRS. So now the rain's coming in. Stringby saving DRS. Oh, Stringby breaks later. And you know what? That was quite wise of Leclerc to back off, because both of them breaking late will result one of them in the wall. Oh, around the outside? Nah, don't do it around here. You don't want to hit the wall with the understeer you have behind the dirty air of another car. Stringby's DRS though needs to start saving it because of Leclerc's on his tail. Oh, there's yellow flags for sector 2, and that's LPE going off the track. Evil Hunter has DNF. That's his first DNF of the season. The man who usually has good results has now retired from the session. So Jonathan Cox will definitely do the championship if he stays in 8th place. And look at that, Leclerc trying to go around the outside. Is it going to be... Oh, they both make contact with the wall. Leclerc has to take evasive action. He gets a penalty for corner cutting, but will he get a penalty for illegal overtake? Oh, Stringby and Leclerc were quite tight with that corner. But this is what I hate about this track, you know. I want to see some good action, but it's just... You know, one of them has to back out because one of them will end up in the wall at Evil Hunter. Look how many retired people. Both Mercedes are out of this Grand Prix and they're leading the championship. But how will they lead the championship further? It is raining even heavier, and I don't think it's time to come into the wets or inters. Definitely not the wets, why did I say that? But the inters. Oh, Stringby's struggling. Get out of the corners. I'm not surprised because look how old his tyres are, 24 lap old. But saying that though, look at Seb, Leclerc and Fischer's. Roughly on the same tyre age, if not 1 lap older or 1 lap younger. Dan Murphy will probably get better grip because he's on what, 6 lap younger tyres. Probably make a difference or not, I don't know, but a little bit of a difference. As Stringby is saving the DRS, now he's activated it. If he's struggling out these corners, he's going to be very careful of the throttle. The rear end will slide over the place if he's not careful. He needs to keep temperatures, and look at that. Going onto the soft tyres, that's very interesting. So he's not pushing it to go to the interstint. That must indicate that his tyres are dying out then if he's pitting that early, because, do you know what? This could play to Leclerc, maybe not then. If he rejoins ahead of Leclerc, will he? Yes, he will. But he has the faster corner, and Leclerc is ahead. But you know what? If it rains heavily now, Leclerc will have a big opportunity because that will mean Fischer's will have to pit again. But if it continues like this, the little bit of rain, as you can see, Fischer's carrying more speed through the corner. It's going to be rather risky through here, and yeah, it wasn't really quite worth it to go in the corner like that at all. Look how tight it is through there. So if it rains even heavier, oh, I can't even say the word. I'm not going to bother saying the word. If it rains, if the rain increases and gets even heavy on down the inside, that's a long way back, and he's made it stick. Wow, that was a beautiful overtake, especially in weather conditions like this. Wow, I must say, if I was Leclerc, I would not be expecting that at all. I would have turned in and not, because if I looked behind me and saw Fisher, the distance like that he had, I would have turned in, not expecting Fisher to go down the inside. That was a beautiful move. Wow, the confidence he had, and trust in Leclerc as well. Leclerc, the amount of trust he gave in Leclerc not turning in. So that was beautiful. I must say, might be a bit embarrassing for Leclerc, but at least there was no contact involved, and Fisher's made the corner. What a beautiful move. Wow. Do you know what? If that was me, I will not dare to do that whatsoever. No matter how good no matter how Leclerc's in neutral. No matter how good I am braking, I would not dare to do that. And he's already pulled out almost a 3-second gap. Wow, I must say again. The confidence he had. He was committed, fully committed to go down the inside. No hesitation, he just did it like that. If it was me, I would have second thoughts. Shall I go down the inside or not? Well, it happened a lap ago and I'm still talking about it because that was a beautiful move, especially in these conditions like this. Stringby almost loses the rear end, he's got to be careful. And he's loses set to 3, and that's McLaren. Oh, Vader! He's hit the wall and lost part of his front wing. As Leclerc has pitted, so will he go on to the inters? Stringby's pitted. I don't think the inters are necessary just yet. Oh no, Leclerc's going to pit for the inters. And he has, but the guy behind him is Stringby, who's pitted for the softs. Seb has pitted for the inters. I think Seb and Leclerc are working with each other. Beres has left the session. Beres usually has connection issues, so he's left the session yet again. And Rain is retired. And where's that? Is that in the pits? Possibly, because I can't see a stationary car on the track. Wow, I just seen a beautiful move, and that was lap 26, so I'm going to watch that move again. Let's see how both Ferraris are on the intermediates, so let's see how they cope with it. What about Beres? His AI has decided to go to the, there's yellow flags set to 1, that's a Red Bull, and I think that Red Bull's on the inters as well. It's the other Red Bull, and who is it? Oh, it's a retired car, sorry. Oh, it's TK9's gone into the wall at Vasquez. Yellow flags everywhere on the track right now. As you can see, a few cars getting lapped as Joe Toff makes his way through the McLaren. There's yellow flags again, where are they? Yellow flags is set to 2. What is going on in this race? Nobody's caused any incidents. Is that a stricken AI car? So I just need to check their lap times then, if they're setting better lap times or the same pace or dropping off. Leclerc, Seb and Jonathan. And yellow flags is set to that's a Red Bull again. And he's hit the wall. I don't think it's time for inters yet. They possibly made the wrong mistake. I know it's raining. It's not damp enough. And they can still maintain temperatures in those tyres. Appy's overtaken Jonathan Cox. And Appy's on the mediums. He's on the old mediums, 13 lap holds. So, not time for inters then. Thanks to Appy, we can use that information. And good data will be shared as well for Fishers. And yellow flags again. This is why this game is very important about strategy, because I know it's raining, but it's still good enough for dry tyres. You gotta think about what others are doing as well, but there's a few guys on the inters, but look at how much Leclerc's struggling coming out. Nouveau chicane. Look at that, Appy. Appy's caught up to another guy on the inters, which is Seb. They're gonna go side by side. And Seb has to back out of that, unfortunately for him. So, thanks to Appy, we now know that the dry tyres are still faster than the Inters. They're just going to be careful though. I think the Inters could be overheated. Oh, I feel so bad for Seb and Leclerc. They were doing such a good job. This could cost Leclerc a podium. I've done it before. I pitted on the intermediates and it's not good enough. But the thing is though, I had to pit. No, it was the other way around. Sorry, it was heavy. It was light rain on the intermediates. Then it was coming to like this, where the dries will kick in. No, where the inters were still better than the dries. And the thing is though, I had to pit onto the dries because my inters were dying. And the thing is though, I didn't want to do inter dry. I wanted to do the inter to dry. The thing is though, I went to the dry tyres. And the dries weren't good enough. I was so slow. Fortunately, some drivers copied my strategies, or did their own. I went to the dries and it wasn't good enough. So conditions, it was the other way around this time, where the inters were much better than the dries. Now inters are not really good around here. Not really effective enough. Look at that. Is it gonna? Oh, I thought it stopped raining then. If it stopped raining, that'd be bad news for the guys on the inters as well. So. Ooh. So what you're watching is the battle between Dan Murphy and Joe Toft behind him. Leclerc's pitted. Do you know what? With Leclerc being on the Inters, I don't know if he's in a party with Dan Murphy. Maybe he is, maybe he's not, but I don't know if he is. But if he is the party with Dan Murphy, then he oh, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's good information for Dan Murphy because he can use Leclerc to see if he's going faster or not on the Inters. And now he knows he's not good enough on the Inters, he can stay out there on the dries. But those medium tyres might not make it to the end. 24 lap holes they could do, but it could be much of a ask for it. I know that hard tyres can make it to the end, but someone has gone off in sector 3, and who is that? That is the Toro Rosso strict. Oh, it's crashed! That's definitely a safety car, if not a virtual at least. Stringby has retired. No, man, he was doing such a good job. And how is that not a safety car? He's literally in the middle of the road and it's distracted as well. If that was real life, that'd probably be a red flag. This game, man, can be confused. I know the safety car comes out more frequently, but let's have go aboard with Appy. Oh, the drivers disappeared anyway. But the thing is though, Leclerc can possibly be much faster than Appy on this set of tyres, but on the better soft tyres, having more grip and having more tyre temperature, because the soft tyres can generate more heat than the medium tyres. They can maintain it as well. So Appy's going to be under pressure from Leclerc behind him. Meanwhile, I think the gap between Joe Toft and Dan Murphy can extend it, which he has. So Dan Murphy's been released off some pressure, while his teammate is giving some pressure to Appy ahead of him. As you can see, Seb's also pitted as well. So it was worth the risk, worth the gamble, sorry, but unfortunately did not pay out. And Jonathan Cox, either way, will be the championship leader. By 5 points, I believe. 6 points. Let me go figure it out. By 4 points, I think. Yeah, I think he'll be the championship leader by 4 points. You know, so that's McLaren, but I'm on the outside again for Leclerc. He likes the outside line. I think they both made contact, and I think they just both got away with it, with no damage sustained to their front wings. And I think, yeah, so good move from Leclerc around the outside. That's his preferred way. Usually I like to go down the inside. If not, I'll stay behind them because I can't go down the inside. But this stage of the race, Joe Toft's tyres are going to be much better because he's on the hards. And those mediums will start to wear out, and the lack of grip they will have because the tread will kick in, the tyre temperatures will be down, the amount of grip he will lack as well. How long can he cope on these medium tyres? Because wise thing from Fisher, he pitted. He rejoined behind Seb or Leclerc. It was Leclerc. And he's in the pits, so I didn't expect those tyres to go further on, but someone has made a mistake in sector 1. Who's that? That's a Ferrari. Was that Seb? Oh, it's Seb. No, he's lost his front wing. Seb has lost his front wing. More bad luck, kicking it again. Oh, such a shame. He always has bad luck. When will this man have a break? It's absolutely frustrating for him. He always having bad luck. I feel so bad for Seb. He's always having bad luck. And there's someone else who made a mistake as well to sector 2. Dan Murphy's pitted on the intermediates. Now, has he made another mistake going on to the inters? I know some people might have tuned in and say, what do you mean on the inters? That's a good tyre. But the thing is though, other people have been on the inters and the dries are still faster than the inters. So, is the rain really kicking in that much that he has to go on the inters? Him and Leclerc are teammates as Fisher's pitted, so it must be time for the inters because those softs, I thought they could go to the end. Inters are going on, so I think it's finally time for the inters to go onto the car. I've not seen a sign where DRS is disabled. It'll probably be disabled in a few seconds' time. KLC will probably definitely have to pit because look at this. Look how old his tyres are. He almost lost it. Yep, he's pitted, and no, he stays out. KLC, this could be a bad idea. Look how much you're struggling. I don't think these tyres can make it to the end either. And he goes the inters as well. Dan Murphy, can he get ahead? But saying that, he's got DRS on the back of Bearer, so that means it's, I don't know, it's probably at the crossover point between inters and dries. And he's ahead of Joe Toff. Look how much he's ahead. So it's definitely time for the inters. Leclerc should probably pit then, gathering information off his teammate who is on the inters, but he stays out. Seb's on the inters. He probably told Leclerc to go on the inters as well, being at the point with each other. Look at that, it's a Haas 1-2. Fishers and KLC, but I doubt KLC can last on these medium tyres. Fishers is so quick. Unbelievably quick. He's got good talent. He's a promising driver. He's doing a good job. And he's made up quite a lot of plays as well. I'm proud of what Fisher's has done tonight. He's done such a good job. His teammate, he will have to pit. Also a good driver, but he has to pit. Because I doubt those tyres could go to the end. If he will, if he tried to, he'd probably lose a lot of grip. Look at that, he's going to go. Oh, he's hit the wall. Now, a lap before, he did the same mistake but kept it out of the wall. This time, he's got a pitch for sure. So is the Red Bull. What's the Red Bull done? Did he get... Oh, the Red Bull's in the pits as well. I thought he backed out of it. Jonathan Cox then. Got everything to lose in terms of the championship. He's going to be careful not to drop out of the points. Whoa. Saying that, there's only 11 cars in this race. As Appy's got a time penalty, he's probably struggling on those medium old wear tyres. Should be a bit easier for Jonathan Cox. As KLC's rejoined down in 4th place, Joe Tarver's taking back his podium. So coming towards the end of the race then, it turns out the intermediates are good. Oh, LP's retiring from the session. Jonathan Cox will make his way through on the Renault, and DRS is now disabled. Whoa! They both made contact. And, oh, he's hit the wall. And oh, what's going on? What did Jonathan Cox do? Now, that will probably be under investigation after the race because Jonathan Cox, I don't have a clue what he was doing. Appy will be frustrated with that. He legit straight up braked, and I don't know why he did it, but there's got to be a reason why he did it. Oh, Joe Toff, I thought he would lose it. Oh, he hit the wall, but thankfully with his rear tyre. So no front wing damage for him, and he escapes from it. Now, it'd be very interesting to see if these guys are the dry setup or wet setup. I think a dry setup. Sure, for sure a dry setup. Now there could be. This is about survival as Leclerc finally pits, but Jonathan Cox will have to do the same thing. So does Appy too. Illegal. Oh, illegal overtake. Yeah, apologies for that, Jono, but the thing is though, it happens, so I can't really talk. I'm sorry about that. How did you get an illegal overtake? You didn't go off the track or anything. Leclerc comes out, and Jonathan Cox will fix his front wing. So apologies to Jonathan Cox. I apologise big time for that. I knew you wouldn't do it on purpose, but I was just so confused why it happened. So apologies for that. I tried to think of some possibilities why you did it, because it was a clean overtake, but then you just braked on the straight. So Vicious then, the amazing talent up in first place, deserved this race win. That beautiful move he did on Seb, or Leclerc, I can't remember which one it was now. That was a beautiful move. I don't understand how he made the corner, especially in the slightly wet condition. The confidence that guy had on the brakes. I bet Leclerc was not expecting that whatsoever, but I just want to say respect to those two guys for not colliding with each other, because if that was any other driver, I dare say he will turn it on him, because you wouldn't expect a driver to go that far back to go down the inside. It's just like Max Verstappen and Ocon move when he did it in 2018. So rain coming towards the end of the session then. We're on the last lap and there's no action, so we could go on board with this driver because he's about to start his last lap, and this lap will be dedicated to him. I will be quiet for him as we go on board for him because there's no action going on further on the track, so we'll have a bit of silence for him. As he comes across the line to win the Monaco GP. Well done. Congratulations to you. Absolutely stunning drive. What a performance you've put in. I am really impressed with what you've done today. Second place, we'll go to Dan Murphy, but he's not even reached sector 2 yet. There he is, he's in sector 2 right now. End sector 2 into sector 3. What you've done, Fishers, was absolutely amazing. Congratulations, mate. What a stunning drive. Jonathan and Seb crossed the line. Jonathan is our new championship leader as Dan Murphy crossed the line to be in second place. So, Joe Tarv in third, ahead of KLC, who is in fourth. Good result for Haas. This is an amazing result for Haas. Joe Tarv, oh, he's in third place. He's got a podium because of Joe Tarv's penalties. I didn't realise how much penalties he had, but KLC is a double Haas podium. This will mean a lot to Haas. I'm pretty sure Good to Steiner will be happy. Where did he start, KLC? Didn't really see much of him. Oh, he started in 16th place. Well done. So did Dan Murphy. Wait, he started in 15th place, Dan Murphy. As Leclerc will come across the line, as he will do a donut, because the guy behind him's already crossed the line. So a little bit of donut going on for Leclerc as he reverses backwards. Our new championship leader is now Jonathan Cox. Congratulations to you. But it's only the 6th round of the season, so don't get too hyped. Maintain your focus, keep your head high, Keep your head high, sorry. Just because you're in first place in the championship doesn't mean it's over yet. You still got to put in more performances. KRC will overtake Joe Toth in the championship, will be in third place. Where's Stringby? Fishers, sorry. So he will go up the order, Fishers. Yeah, well, Haas is going to jump up massively in the championship standings. They could, I don't know if they're going to overtake Ferrari or not. Both Ferraris did finish 6th and 7th, so I think both Haas's will be close to Ferrari, if not overtaken or at least. So Fishers wins the race with no penalties. Dan Murphy in third ahead of KLC. Joe Toth in the fourth ahead of Leclerc. Jonathan Cox in seventh ahead of Seb. Appy in eighth ahead of Beres, who finished the race but lagged out. TK9 in 10th. There's your DNS 11th downwards, so 10 drivers finished and 10 drivers were out. That's what I said last time in another league. So, Jono, congratulations for you to lead the championship. But just because you lead the championship now, you're still going to focus on races. Don't be overhyped by it. Focus on one race at a time. When it comes to the last race, then focus on the championship if you're still in it or leading it. But for now, keep an eye out because it's only round 6 and plenty of things could happen. Keep practicing, keep focusing, and same goes to everybody really, whoever fights for the championship. I know Evil Hunter had a bad race and he's been demoted down, but Evil Hunter, keep your head high if you're watching this or not. Keep your head high, keep focused, and I know you can pop in some really good results. Same to Jonathan Cox. So that was it. RRC, ORC next tomorrow at 8 PM, so tune in for that one. And it's been a good race in Monaco, but yet again, congratulations to Fishers. What a stunning performance. I'm really proud and impressed with you on what you've done today. You've done a fantastic performance. That overtake you did in Nova Chicane really surprised me and blew off my socks. I really couldn't believe how you managed to stay in the corner, not go overshot the corner, and keep within the track limits. People went to the inters in the early part of the race. You know, next time not to pit too early, but it was a gamble and it didn't quite work out. So the main part of this race was just to stay focused and keep focused at all times because this is a survival track. 39 laps to survive in Monaco is not really easy. We saw a lot of contact, we saw a lot of front wings flying off, but anyways, that'll be it for me. Congratulations to the top 3, well done, and that is it for me. It's been a good one yet again, and we'll see you tomorrow at 8 PM for RRC.